So shares down more than 18% at the close. What do you make of the reaction from investors today?
I think it's a reflection of trying to understand what the great reopening means for interactive entertainment. Our company reported very strong results for Q2. We were up 57% in revenues. Our advertising was up 111%. Words with Friends saw its best year in 12 years. But at the same time, what we started to see in June and July is the great reopening. People started to play a little less in terms of the games that we had. And as we also looked at that time period, we saw that the IDFA privacy changes from Apple started to have a little bit of an effect on the mobile ecosystem. So we took the opportunity to look at the second half, and we guided about 3% down on the top line, but we held our profitability. And even if that unfolds in the way that we describe it, we're still going to have a record year. It'll be the best year Zynga's ever had. I know it'll be strong growth year over year over a pretty big year last year with COVID. So it is an interesting time for the industry, obviously, and trying to understand how these trends will all unfold. But we feel very good about our business fundamentals and how the business is set up for growth in 22 and beyond.
Now, the delay of Farmville from Q3 to Q4, what's going to change in the next few months that makes that possible?
Yeah, the game is ready. We're very pleased with the quality and all the underlying dynamics related to engagement and retention. The thing that we want to see happen is just as the summer unfolds and you start to see more back to school and a return to work and then the fall take off, we'd like to see that demand settle down a little bit and also let a couple of months of further development of the advertising channels in the post IDFA world. With a game as good as Farmville and with as big a brand, we really want the market conditions to be just right. So we're really waiting for the optimal market window, and we think that's going to be more in Q4 than Q3.
Why do you think these changes that Apple has made are going to be short-term only? I mean, isn't this something that you could be feeling the effects of for a while?
Well, I think people are adapting to it by creating new innovative ad products. Basically, the change in privacy has removed data from the decision making on whether a dollar of advertising makes sense or not from an investment standpoint. And there are ways to understand how good that investment is by developing some other techniques to figure out where that player is coming from and what their behaviors will ultimately be like. There's also new ad products starting to emerge from some of the networks out there. Unity has done a very good job in adjusting to IDFA, as well as Apple itself. Its search programs on the App Store are providing very good returns.
Right.
And of course, as iOS has started to shift the way that it handles advertising, a lot of the dollars have moved over to Android. Android advertising and the user base there is performing very well. So it's a very dynamic
Okay.
and complex ecosystem. But in general, we think that it's unfolding in the right way now that we start to head into August and we're starting to see positive yields again inside the UA channels.
As dynamic as the moving workforce, you're getting rid of some of your office space in San Francisco. Do you think, quickly, I've got 30 seconds left, do you think that means, more of your workforce is going to be remote only?
Absolutely. So what we've learned over the last 14 months is that, we have a new connected workplace model that allows folks to better balance the time that they want to spend at home or in remote work, as well as going into the office for, kickoffs and cultural events, as well as times when you need to get together as a team. So we're trying to build a more flexible work model that is tailored to the way people want to work going forward in the future. Is a very collaborative process with our game teams. It does not mean that we're leaving San Francisco. We'll continue to have a presence there, but we're optimizing our location
Okay.
strategy, be more in tune with connected workplace.